when you will be giving your own presentation. Okay, so today let's go for the review about what we have discussed in our previous class. So after 5 minutes, give me a reminder, I will take your attendance. So, at the beginning, we started talking about three stages of presentation. So, our presentation has three stages: preparation, practice, and ultimately, when you give the presentation. So, we started talking about stage one: how do you take preparation for your presentation? So, first of all, you select a compelling topic and focus on your presentation. We have already talked about it and you have already submitted your topic. So, I'm going to talk to all of you and select your topic, which one you are going to work on. Then, after you get your topic, you should start researching on the topic properly. We talked about less is more. That means if you put a huge number of information, huge amount of information, definitely your audience will not like it. So you will have to be selective. How are you going to put your information? And treat your presentation as a story. That means do not just randomly give information. Use examples, use information from your personal life experience so that your audience can connect with your information in a better way. So you will have to use PowerPoint. So that is must for all of you. We also talked about dressing. So I'm not going to go into detail about it. I already mentioned it to all of you. For the boys and for the girls, how are you going to dress up? And definitely your appearance is important, because when you appear formal, you look more authentic to your audience. Stage two is practice. After all the preparation, if you don't practice at home, if you don't practice properly, you are definitely going to lose confidence. So you have to practice repeatedly, and it is always recommended that you practice in front of the mirror. Then we started talking about giving the presentation. When you are giving the presentation, you have to prepare for your nerves. That means you might feel nervous when you are giving your own presentation. It doesn't matter if you feel nervous, it's okay. So you just have to, um, show a confident smile and confident face to your audience, even if you are feeling very nervous inside. And a very important part which we have discussed is follow the structure of your presentation. So we are going to go through it again, that your presentation is going to be for 6 to 7 minutes. So maximum 7 minutes. Okay. I'm going to stop you after 7 minutes. So you will have to, time your presentation properly. No, if you speak more than the required time, that is not a good presentation. So, introduction, body of the presentation, and conclusion. There will be three parts in your presentation. At the beginning, you are going to start with greeting your audience, and you are going to introduce yourself as well. So this is going to be slide one, where only your name will be there. Okay, your name and your details will be there, but do not put the title of the topic in the first line, যেটা ইউজুয়ালি তোমরা করে থাকো, যে টপিকের নাম দিয়ে নিজের নিচে লেখা থাকে প্রেজেন্টেড বাই। বাট দিস টাইম ইউ আর নট গোয়িং টু ডু ইট, বিকজ আমরা টপিকটাকে ডিফারেন্ট ওয়েতে ইন্ট্রোডিউস করব, অ্যান্ড উই অলরেডি টকড অ্যাবাউট ইট ইন দ্য লাস্ট ক্লাস. সো স্লাইড ওয়ান ইজ গোয়িং টু বি অ্যাবাউট your own introduction. Okay. Then next comes your attention grabber or hook. We have already talked about it, right? That do not tell your topic directly, but make your audience connect to your topic. So you can start with a question, you can start with a quotation, you can start with a story or personal experience related to the topic. And what is mostly recommended, you use audio visuals, okay, so that people can connect, or they can feel more interested to your presentation. So you can use a video. For video, you will have to use um, maximum 30 minutes video, not more than that, or even for the audio. So that is going to be your second slide. After you are done with your hook, you ask your audience to guess your topic. And when they can guess your topic, in the third slide, in the center, show your topic. Okay, শুধু তখন টাইটেলটা থাকবে টপিকের, so that the title or the topic is focused, so everyone can see it properly. And the fourth slide that you are going to have in your introduction is going to be the outline of your presentation. So what are the 3 or 4 points, or maximum, let's say, 5 points that you are going to cover in your presentation? So do not, like, go for a lot of points. Make sure you keep 3 to 5 points, maximum five. মানে তিনটা বা চারটা হলে better, but if you want to have more, then maximum five, not more than that. Okay, then so that at the beginning of your presentation, everyone knows exactly what you are going to talk about. So that's the outline or summary of your presentation. Then you have the body of the presentation, where you elaborate everything. Okay, so যদি তিনটা presentation, sorry, তিনটা point থাকে, in that case you can have 3 slides in the body of your presentation. Well, there is no particular number exactly how many slides you are going to have. If you feel like একটা পয়েন্টের জন্য আমার দুটা স্লাইড লাগবে, that is also okay, there is no problem in there. Okay, so but make sure এক একটা পয়েন্টের জন্য আলাদা আলাদা স্লাইড থাকে, so that the focus is very clear. একটা স্লাইডের মধ্যে সবগুলো পয়েন্ট থাকলো, it looks very clumsy, it doesn't look very good. So if you have 3 points, keep 3 slides minimum, তারপরে ম্যাক্সিমাইজ করতে পারো if you need further slides to talk about those particular points. And then last of all, conclusion, where you wrap up your idea. So put your conclusion on a different slide, and with a positive note. So there should be a message at the end of your presentation that your audience will have. So what is the message that you want to give them about your presentation? Because yeah, you are going to say a lot of things to them, but they might not remember everything. Okay, so in the conclusion, at the end, at least tell them exactly what do you want them to remember. So that is the takeaway from your presentation. So after the conclusion, there should be 2 more slides. One is going to be the thank you one. So you have to thank your audience. So they have listened to you. That could be on a different slide to put thank you. Just center করে thank you বলে দিবে. And the next slide is going to be the very last slide, that is questions. Okay, you will be asked at least one question. Okay, so open the question answer session, and to do that, there should be the last slide. Okay, so I'm going to give you more information, but let's take the attendance now. So everyone, please respond to your attendance today. Tahia Tasneem, Ashikus Zaman. Okay, Tahia is here. Okay, Ashikus Zaman, Tanvir Mahmood. Sorry, Tanvir Ahmed,
Present, ma'am.
Za- Zafar Ahmed, Mehrab Khan Pranto,
Yes, ma'am.
Rubaiyat Firdos, Mohammad Abdullah,
Yes, ma'am.
Rebecca Rahman,
Yes, ma'am.
Asma Sadia.
Yes,
Present,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, Mohammad Abdullah, all right. Mahinur Ahmed,
Yes, ma'am.
Imrul Kausar. Yeah, Mohammad Abdullah, your one is given. Imrul Kausar, Sanjida Zaman Megla,
Present, ma'am.
Farzana Roshid Muntaha,
Yes, ma'am.
Abdullah Rahman,
Present, ma'am.
Sadia Rahman Asha, Sadia Alom.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Sadia, your ID is locked, so just put your name and ID in our WhatsApp group so that I can keep a track of it. Raina Islam, Iftikharul Islam Chaudhuri,
Yes, ma'am.
Rifat Niazi, Ridwanul Haq Rafi,
Yes, ma'am.
Tawfiqul Islam, Saifullah Hossein,
Yes, ma'am.
Tariqur Rahman,
প্রেজেন্ট ম্যাম।
Ridita Khanum.
ম্যাম জয়েন হয়েছিল, একটু ডিসকানেক্ট হয়েছে, আবার জয়েন হচ্ছে ম্যাম।
আচ্ছা, ওকে। মোস্তাকিম রহমান,
Present, ma'am.
শাহাদাত হোসেন,
Present, ma'am.
না- নাইমুল ইসলাম,
Yes, ma'am.
মাসুদ পারভেজ,
Present, ma'am.
সিফাতুল্লাহ।
কিনো কিনো সব কিনো যাও কিনা হালাও সাইমন
প্রেজেন্ট ম্যাম।
Oh, Sifat is there. Okay. Okay, did I miss anyone? Asma, what's your ID? Asma to দিয়েছে, Asma Sadia 86. It's given. Okay. All right. So let's continue with our discussion here. So that means I already mentioned you about your slides. How many slides? I mean, what kind of slides you are going to have. So, as I was telling you at the end, all of you are going to face a question answer session. Okay. So, your audience will be asking you questions. At least you will have to answer one question from your audience. Okay. And I also might ask a question to you. So, as you are giving a proper presentation, this is the proper way of giving a presentation. So, when you open your question answer session, your audience can ask you questions, and based on your presentation they will be asking you questions and you will be giving answer to your question, okay, to that particular question. So this is your overall presentation. Now let me tell you about the time distribution, which is something very important. So do you remember I already mentioned how long should be the presentation, everyone?
6 to 7 minutes.
6
7 minutes.
to, yeah, 6 to 7 minutes. So minimum should be 6 minutes. So কেউ 6 মিনিটের কম কথা বলবে না, and কেউ 7 মিনিটের বেশি কথা বলবে না, as simple as that. Okay. So time managemenটের উপরে কিন্তু marks থাকবে. Okay, 25 marks. It's a lot of marks. Just what you say, based on this you are not going to be judged. So there are going to be different criteria. What you say, how you say it, whether you look formal, whether you could manage the time properly, whether you could engage your audience properly, whether you could explain your points with proper examples of not, or whether you could use your hook clearly or not, whether you could answer the questions properly or not. প্রত্যেকটা জিনিসের উপর কিন্তু মার্কস থাকবে। সো দ্যাটস ওয়াই টাইম ম্যানেজমেন্ট ইজ অলসো ইম্পর্টেন্ট। এটার উপরও নাম্বার থাকবে যে তোমার যে টাইমটা ছিল ওইটার মধ্যে তুমি শেষ করতে পেরেছো কিনা, অ্যান্ড প্রপার ওয়েতে এক্সপ্লেন করতে পেরেছো কিনা। মানে অনেক সময় থাকে অ্যাট দি বিগিনিং ইউ টেক মোর টাইম, পরে দেখা যায় ও মাই গড আই এম রানিং আউট অফ টাইম, তারপরে তাড়াতাড়ি করে শেষ করে দেয়। সো এটাও কিন্তু পার্ট অফ টাইম ম্যানেজমেন্ট, দ্যাট হাউ ইউ আর ডিস্ট্রিবিউটিং ইয়োর টাইম to every point that you are making. So if your entire presentation is, let's say, 7 minutes, how much time can you spend on introduction? How much time to give the introduction?
One and a
Yes.
half minutes. 1 minute.
One more than one you need, because you are going to show video, so which is going to take around 30 minutes. So let's say, mm, maybe 1.5 minutes, maximum 2 minutes. Okay, not more than that, but less than 2 minutes for sure, not
ম্যাম
more than two
অ্যাটেন্ডেন্সটা
minutes
একটু ম্যাম
Yes, I have already taken the attendance. What I'm taking it a little later. Wait for it. Okay, so less than 2 minutes you will have to spend, okay, on introduction. So your conclusion can be 1 minute, okay. You don't have to drag your conclusion conclusion to longer time. So let's say 2 minutes and 1 minute, 3 minutes for introduction and conclusion. So in between, in that case, you have around 4 minutes for your to cover your body of the presentation. So 4 minute কিন্তু অনেকখানি সময়, মানে মনে হয় যে 4 মিনিট, বাট বলতে গেলে কিন্তু অনেকখানি সময়। সো তুমি 4 মিনিটে খুব ইজিলি এভাবে দেখতে পারো, 3টা বা 4টা পয়েন্ট যদি থাকে, এক একটা পয়েন্টের জন্য 1 মিনিট বা 1.5 মিনিট করে পাবে, মানে অ্যাপ্রক্সিমেটলি। আর যদি 5টা পয়েন্ট হয় আর একটু কম সময় পাবে, বাট ইট ইজ এনাফ টু এক্সপ্লেন আ পয়েন্ট clearly. Okay, so make sure that you come up with specific points. Do not just go for 10, 12 points and just show one slide after another slide. You have to explain the points clearly so that your audience will understand. Okay, so it will depend on the topic, how many points you are going to give, but there will be like minimum 3, maximum 5, not more than that. Otherwise, 4 minutes, you will not be able to finish more than 3 to 5 points. Okay, so that is the time management, but হ্যাঁ কম বেশি তো হতেই পারে, it depending on what you are going to say, but এইটা just মানে একটা basic মাথায় রাখতে হবে, so that you don't run out of time or you don't take extra time. Okay. Is this clear to all of you? This is a very important part in your presentation, the structure. এই স্ট্রাকচারটা তোমরা কিভাবে মেইনটেইন করছো এটার উপরও কিন্তু মার্কস থাকবে। Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
So
can we
next
have a
one,
demo slide
yeah, I
from
can
your
show.
previous section?
Yeah, I can. When we are going to have our on-campus class, I can show you a demo slide so that you can have some idea.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So next one is connect with your audience. It is something very important. Okay. That means not only through the hook that you are going to connect your audience, but give information in a way that your audience will feel good about it. Good in the sense that they can connect with themselves. If you are talking about a topic, let's say AI, so in that case, give examples related to students, because your audience, they are students. So you can pick any example that they can easily connect with. For example, you can tell them that when we are using AI, if you are talking about the negative sides of it, let's say, you can tell them that, well, when you prepare an assignment or you prepare any kind of things at home, do you use AI? Don't wait for them to answer. Okay, they will just nod yes or no. Then, well, what do you think? Do you think it's a good addition to your academic journey? So, many times, some of the students or many of the students, they don't even bother to think about a topic. They get a topic and then just start searching for it through AI. And it is actually reducing a students' creativity, or in general their critical thinking and analytical power. So have you ever felt something like that, that you don't even want to think about anything? So connect it with your audience. Okay, give examples that you will feel like your audience can easily connect with. So if you are just randomly giving information, it is definitely not a very good presentation. Okay, so connect with your audience. So you can use sometimes humor to catch the audience's attention. You can give real life examples that your audience can connect easily. So that's how it is going to be better. And speak to your audience. So you have to directly address your audience. Make it conversational. মানে conversational মানে এই না যে তুমি ওদের সাথে রিয়েল কনভারসেশন করবে, যে ওরা কথা বলতে থাকবে। ইটস নট লাইক দ্যাট। ইউ ক্যান আস্ক দেম ডিফারেন্ট কাইন্ড অফ কোয়েশ্চেন, মোস্টলি ইয়েস নো কোয়েশ্চেন, যেটা তারা ইয়েস বা নো দিয়ে আনসার করতে পারে, অথবা জাস্ট দে ক্যান নোট দেয়ার হেড সো দ্যাট you can get the information. Okay, so instead of just giving random information, if you engage your audience, if you look into them, if you talk to them very clearly, they will be convinced. Okay, আমি কিন্তু এই জিনিসটা খেয়াল করব যে when you are giving your presentation, whether your audience is sleeping or they are really listening to you. Okay, if if you are a good presenter, you don't have to tell them listen to my presentation, they will automatically listen to you. Okay, then be interactive, which I already mentioned. Ask few questions, okay, so that they can reply to you. And when you ask questions, they stay alert or they stay active. Okay, instead of just giving information one after another. Okay, after that, show your emotion. Smile, which is the most important thing. Okay, but of course, এমন না যে when you are talking about something negative, you are going to smile, right? Put a general smile, but not like with all your teeth. Just normally have a positive smiling face. Raise your eyebrows when you are, making comment about something negative, or you are confused about anything, you are concerned about everything, or tell your stories. That means when you are sharing the experiences, when you are sharing the examples, make it lively, as if you are talking to a person in your real life. আমরা যখন আমাদের রিয়েল লাইফে কথা বলি, whatever we say, positive, negative, anything that we say, we use our expressions. Our facial expressions are very important. So it should not feel like a memorized presentation. You have memorized the information and you are just talking about it. No, it should be reflected on your face, positive or negative, whatever you are going to talk about. Let's say you are talking about something very positive. So you should have a very positive face, right? You're talking about, let's say, festivals in Bangladesh. So it's a very positive thing. It's a very cheerful thing, festivals. So keep that on your face. But when you're talking about negative things, let's say child abuse. So very recently, 6 or 7 year girl has been raped, and it is a very alarming issue in the country. So if you are referring to something like that, definitely you're not going to smile, right? So you are going to put a serious face. So whatever you are talking about, the change in expression is very important. Okay, at this stage when you are presenting, it is not only about what you say, but how you express everything. So এগুলো প্রত্যেকটা নন ভার্বাল কমিউনিকেশন, এগুলোও কিন্তু মার্কড হবে and judged হবে. Okay, so you can include a little bit of humor. You can make a joke or keep things light if you are dealing with a very positive topic. Sometimes humor is important. Okay, so people enjoy when you are putting a little bit of humor in your presentation. Okay, all right. Next one is give an engaging performance. So that means move around, but make your movement deliberate. Do not nervously shift your feet. That means you should look natural. Don't just stand in one place. Okay, so make a little bit of movement. অনেকে থাকে প্রেজেন্টেশন দেওয়ার সময় একদম খুব রিজিড হয়ে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকে, মানে একভাবে যে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকে ওইভাবেই পুরো প্রেজেন্টেশনে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকে. Don't be like that. In general, when we talk, when we communicate in real life, we make movement doesn't mean যে তুমি পুরা ক্লাস হেঁটে বেড়াবে. It's not like that, but make short movements. Okay, maybe তুমি তোমার আশেপাশে 1-2 ফিটের মধ্যে তুমি একটু নড়াচড়া করবে, মানে do not just stand in one place. So that looks very rigid, that looks like you are scared or you are even nervous. Okay, make natural movements. So if you do it, definitely your presentation is going to be more engaging. তো তাহলে তোমার অডিয়েন্সও বোর হবে না, তারা তোমাকে ফলো করবে where you are moving. But don't definitely, as I mentioned, don't roam around the entire classroom. ওই সামনেই একটু জাস্ট আশেপাশে নড়াচড়া করবে. It should be spontaneous, as if you are talking or speaking naturally. Okay, and another thing is that voice. Now let's talk about it. How can you use your voice appropriately? That is something important, because voice is power. right? That means your volume of your voice. I mean, you don't have to shout at your audience. You have to be loud enough, you have to be clear enough, you have to sound confident, but you don't have to shout to your audience. Okay, so pace and pitch, that means um, the way you are talking, it should have variations. Okay, it should not be same all the time. For example, okay, today I'm going to talk about this is an important issue, it has some positive sides to it has some negative sides to it. Well, this is monotonous, মানে কি ঘুমিয়ে যাবে তোমার অডিয়েন্স? মানে তুমি কি এখানে ঘুমানোর জন্য তাকে হেল্প করছো নাকি তোমার প্রেজেন্টেশন শোনার কথা বলছো? সো your speech should have, you know, different pace. I mean, there should be different ups and downs in your voice. Sometimes you have to go softer, sometimes you will have to be loud enough. There should be variations in it, so it should not be the same thing all the time, so that becomes very monotonous. Usually when the students memorize everything, তারা একদম মেমোরাইজেশনের মতো করে পুরাটা বলতে থাকে, at that time it sounds very boring and monotonous. So but if you practice it well, there should be variations in it. Okay, so then next one is pause. You can give pause while you are talking about different things. Okay, do not just continuously keep talking. Use pauses effectively. For example, say you can maybe you are elaborating on something. Let's say very recently we have got the new government. Pause. Well, what do you think about our government? Do you think this government is doing well? Give a pause. তুমি একটা কোয়েশ্চেন করেছো, কোয়েশ্চেন করার সাথে সাথে তুমি যদি আরেকটা টপ পয়েন্টে চলে যাও, মানে ওরা তো রিয়াক্ট করারই সুযোগ পাবে না। সো when you are asking a question, pause for 1 or 2 seconds. It is not wasting time, but rather creating the effect. So how can we ensure that this government is going to give us the make the best of everything? Well, pause, then you continue further things. Okay, so do not just একসাথে বলবে না, oh that yeah very recently we had our election, we got a new government, so do you think it's a good one? Are they doing well? What do you think? What are the challenges that they are going to face? মানে এটা মানে তো তুমি একদম ট্রেনের মতো বুলেট মানে বলেই যাচ্ছ, so there is no pause in it. So pause and speak, মানে don't give long pauses, give a moderate amount of pauses so that your audience can process the information. So this is important. Next one is pronunciation. It is very important nowadays. No one is running after accent. একটা সময় ছিল সবাই মনে করতো নেটিভ আমেরিকান অ্যাকসেন্ট, নেটিভ ব্রিটিশদের মতো অ্যাকসেন্ট থাকতে হবে if you want to be a good speaker. But nowadays people accept global English. Global English means no matter which country you belong to, they are going to have certain tone in it. For example, if you hear the Indians, they are speaking English, they have a different accent, which is now recognized as Indian accent. When the Chinese people they speak English, they have a different accent. It's very different from Indian accent, but that is also recognized. So nowadays, people are not running after the native, you don't have to sound like native speaker. Whatever you are speaking, if you are clear enough that people can understand your words, people can understand your sentences properly, you are good to go. Okay, so you don't have to think about accent or you fake accent দিয়ে কথা বলার কোনো দরকার নেই. As long as you are communicating and people can understand you clearly, you are good to go. Okay, so these are the ways through which you can use your voice. Your voice has power in it. Okay, so you can make a point clear to everyone just by, how you are delivering those information. Okay, so use your voice properly. All
হ্যালো
right.
ম্যাম, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
Yes, Sadia?
ম্যাম, আমার এখানে কারেন্ট ইস্যুর জন্য অ্যাটেন্ডেন্সটা দিতে পারি না। অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স কি নিয়ে নিছেন?
Yeah, I have taken the attendance. আমি ক্লাসের শেষে আবার অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স যেগুলো বাকি আছে ওগুলো নিব, ডোন্ট ওয়ারি.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Next one is speak slowly and clearly so everyone can understand you. So yeah, if you are too fast, so then it's very difficult to follow your presentation. Take a deep breath, give some pauses, concentrate on your words so that people can understand what you are saying. When you speak naturally, we use pauses মানে এই না যে একটা বলে আমি আবার 2 মিনিটের জন্য থেমে গেলাম, it's not like that. But yes, definitely you have to speak slowly so that everyone can understand you. You shouldn't be too fast or not even too slow. So এটা বুঝতে হবে যে what is my natural way of speaking. এক একজন মানুষ কিন্তু এক এক রকম। কিছু মানুষ থাকে ন্যাচারালি তারা অনেক ফাস্ট কথা বলে। So if you are too fast, that is a very big problem. And at the same time, if you are too slow, that is another problem. So you have to find out a perfect ground. So that's why practice is very important. When you practice loudly in front of the mirror, you can see yourself, you can see your facial expression, you can hear yourself. So you will be able to understand whether you sound properly, it sounds good or not. Okay, so that is important. Another one is mind your body language. When you stand straight. অনেকে থাকে বাঁকা হয়ে কুজা হয়ে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকে, never, just straight. Okay, so because when you are standing straight, it shows confidence. But if you are, sometimes, yeah, maybe if you get a podium, অনেকে podium ধরে এমন ভাবে podium ধরে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকে যে they feel like maybe they are going to faint, right? But it should not be like that. Even if you are putting your hands on the podium, it should be like a proper way of doing it. I mean, এমন ভাবে ধরা যাবে না যে আমার সাপোর্টের জন্য আমি পোডিয়াম ধরে আছি। সো আমাদের প্রেজেন্টেশন কোন রুমে হবে, কোথায় হবে, উই ডোন্ট নো। সো যেখানেই হোক, পোডিয়াম থাকুক বা না থাকুক, if the podium is not there, you will be standing in the middle of your uh, class. I mean, in front of the class, but in the middle. So that's why make sure that you can feel confident no matter where you are standing. You can move your hands, make hand movements, there is no problem in there. But don't put your hands, especially for the boys, do not put your hands in your pocket. That doesn't look good. Okay, so you can just keep your hands. You can see the picture here in the middle. You can put your hands and you can make movements. That is absolutely fine. But another problem is don't clap. Sometimes it happens, that when no one is listening to you, sometimes people just clap to get the attention. Don't do it. So I already mentioned about facial expressions. As I mentioned, put smile. Let's look at these pictures here. What do you think about the first person? Is it good?
Decent, ma'am.
Sad.
Sad. Yeah. I mean, that is not a proper expression. So what about the second one?
Very happy.
Too happy. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm so happy to give presentation. মানে এত happy হওয়ারও কিছু নাই. And what about the third one?
Exhaust, ma'am.
Yeah, so scared, concerned. Yeah, so these expressions are not accepted. So be natural the way you are. You don't have to মানে মাঝখানের মেয়েটার মতো না এত হাসতে হবে না that you are so happy to give the presentation, or you don't have to look nervous or scared or worried. Just be positive the way you are. Your natural personality should be reflected in your performance. And a gesture, hand gesture, the first one, well, putting your hands on waist, definitely don't do that. Keep your hand movements natural, as you usually do when you are talking to other people. Okay, make eye contact with the audience, don't stare at this slide. So if you see the first picture in here, this one, so first one is good. You are referring to the slide, and because you are using PowerPoint slide, but at the same time, you're keeping your eyes on the audience. But if you see the second picture, well, this is not a good one, right? মানে you are just reading out from this slide. So এটা কিন্তু একদম আমি বলছি, this is banned. You are not going to read out from this slide. যারা রিডিং পড়বে অনেক কম নাম্বার হবে। ওকে, রিডিং পড়া
ম্যাম দেখে মনে তো করা যাবে স্লাইড
হ্যাঁ মনে
পয়েন্ট
করতে
পয়েন্টে।
অবশ্যই করতে পারবে, তুমি তো সবকিছু তো আর মুখস্থ করা সব মনে রাখা সম্ভব না। ইউ ক্যান লুক অ্যাট ইউর স্লাইড, ইউ ক্যান রেফার টু ইউর স্লাইড, বাট ডু নট রিড ইট আউট। মানে সেকেন্ড পিকচারটার মতো একেবারে মনে হচ্ছে যে স্লাইডের ভিতরে ঢুকে গেছে, রিডিং আউট এভরিথিং। ডোন্ট বি লাইক দ্যাট, ডোন্ট ব্লাইন্ডলি রিড এনিথিং। ওকে, সো ইয়া, you can look at your slide, look at the points, that's fine, but don't read out everything in your slide. That is, এটা আমি বারবার করে বলছি, if you do it, if you read everything, just reading out যেটা বলে, if you read out everything, that is definitely not going to give you good marks at all. Next one is, don't try to cram a lot of information onto one slide. So look at these pictures. Which one is better?
সেকেন্ড ওয়ান ম্যাম, ক্লিন।
Second one. So here in the second one, you can see the point, economic and monetary affair. So উপরে কোন পয়েন্টটা নিয়ে তুমি কথা বলছো, you can put that point. You can use some bullet points depending on how much information you want to give. You can use a related picture or anything that is related. Pictures are always welcome. If you are using pictures, I will appreciate it. So it, because a picture can clarify a lot of things that even the words that you say or the words that are written, they might not be able to make it clear sometimes. So if you feel that you can put some pictures in your slides, you're most welcome to do that. But then again, don't put pictures just for the sake of having pictures. It must be related, it must be important to that particular slide. Just আমার ডেকোরেশনের জন্য আমি পিকচার ইউজ করছি, আর ম্যাম বলেছে পিকচার ইউজ করতে, দ্যাটস ওয়াই আই এম ডুইং ইট। ইট শুড নট বি লাইক দ্যাট। প্রত্যেকটা স্লাইডে পিকচার থাকতে হবে, ইটস ইজ নট ম্যান্ডেটরি, বাট ইয়া, wherever it is required, you can use pictures because they can, give more information to your audience. And at the same time, your slide also looks better when you are using related pictures. এখানে যেরকম economic and monetary affair, এটা নিয়ে কথা বলছে, so they have used a coin here, euro. They are talking about euro, so they have put a picture of euro in here, which is very much related to the information that the person is giving. But if you look at the first slide, মানে this is not a slide at all. মানে it looks like a script. আমি যেটা বলবো সব এখানে লেখা আছে। So this is not a slide at all. Never use a paragraph or long sentences in your slide. Use bullet points, use short phrases, use brief information, because we are keeping the slides as a guide to your audience. If they read everything from the slide, then what you are saying, how can they listen to it? মানে ওরা কি স্লাইড রিডিং করবে না তোমার কথা শুনবে? দুটো তো একসাথে করা পসিবল না। So that's why you have to put what you are saying. Those points should be there briefly in your slide so that they can connect. And even it is good for you, যখন তুমি এরকম পয়েন্ট আকারে দিয়ে দিবে, it will be easier for you, কারণ আমরা অনেক সময় প্রেজেন্টেশন দিতে গেলে পয়েন্ট ভুলে যাই, একবার দেখলেই আমরা এটা মনে করতে পারবো। বাট এত বড় প্যারাগ্রাফ যদি লেখা থাকে, তুমি নিজেই বা কিভাবে বের করবে যে কোথায় আমি আটকে গেলাম? So that's why it is important, do not use so many information on your slide. It looks bad. I mean, this is not a visual aid then. I mean, it looks clumsy. The audience automatically loses their attention, what they will look forward to in your slide. So maybe you are saying something good, but your slide is full of information, so they become confused whether to read the slide or whether to listen to you. So don't come up with that situation, rather follow the second one, as it will be easier for both the audience and for yourself to follow the presentation. Okay. So as I mentioned, add bullet points instead of long sentences. You can use chart, graph, photo illustrations that you can explain. This way, your audience remains focused. If you want to use any chart, graph, photo, illustration, whatever it is, you are free to do that. Okay. Manage your time. এটা নিয়ে আমি already বলে ফেলেছি. So 6 to 7 minutes. I have already told you how to distribute the time. Then next is answer properly. So that means when you are giving the answer at the end of your presentation, in your question answer session, make sure you answer properly. Okay. Even if you don't like the question, you don't like being asked a question, then again, you have to answer appropriately and ask for feedback from your audience and thank your audience at the end. Okay. So these are the things I wanted to share with all of you about your presentation. Okay, so after the Eid vacation, we are still going to have more classes. So we are definitely going to have more discussion on it. But for now, those who have submitted their topics in here, um, let me talk to them so that you can start working on your topics. So here I could see many of you have already submitted. So I'm calling your names. Okay, Acha, let me see whether I can open from here as well. Yeah. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Sadia Alom, you are the first person. So let's start with you. So you have put COVID-19, agriculture, and current war. Which one are you interested in? The first
Ma'am,
one?
first one. জি ma'am.
Now COVID-19 অনেক বড় একটা টপিক। তোমার এটাকে ন্যারো ডাউন করতে হবে। কোভিড-19 এর কোন পার্সপেক্টিভটা নিয়ে তুমি কথা বলবে? ঠিক আছে, লেটস সে দ্য সাফারিংস অফ দি পিপল এট দ্যাট টাইম, অথবা হাউ ডিড উই ওভারকাম ফ্রম দ্যাট সিচুয়েশন, কোনো একটা পার্টিকুলার সাইড নিয়ে কথা বলতে হবে। ঠিক আছে, এটা অনেক ব্রড হয়ে গেছে টপিকটা। এটাকে ন্যারো ডাউন করো, করে তুমি এটা আবার কমেন্ট করো। ঠিক আছে, জাস্ট যেটা চোজেন টপিক হলো।
Okay, ma'am.
অল রাইট, আব্দুল্লাহ রহমান।
Yes, ma'am.
So which one are you interested in?
I'm interested in the first two. Mostly.
Okay, why a computer science degree is no longer enough to get a job? The power of persuasion when communication outweighs competence. So yeah, you can work on the first one. So in that case, you have to come up with reasons, right?
Yes, ma'am.
3 to 5 reasons, and individually you can answer those questions. The topic is narrowed down enough, so you can work on the first one.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, so let's see. Pranto, is he here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so do you want to work on the first one?
Yeah, definitely, ma'am.
Okay, so Iranian Shahid drones, development capabilities, and military impact. Okay, you can work on them, but make sure you don't provide huge amount of information. Be selective in what you talk about.
Sure, ma'am. I'll work on that.
Okay, all right. Sifatullah, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you want to work on heat wave in Bangladesh?
Yes, ma'am.
So heat wave, well, itself, it's a broad topic. Okay, you have to narrow it down. Um, exactly what do you want to talk about heat wave? So it's coming. Well, unfortunate thing that is coming in the near future. So exactly what do you want to work? Do you want to work on why do we have heat wave? That is one topic. You can talk about during the heat wave, what should we do, what should be the way to prevent heat wave, or what would be the options for taking precaution. That is another one. What is the future of heat wave? মানে এগুলো এক একটা different topic. তোমার এটাকে ফোকাস করতে হবে যে exactly what do you want to talk about. Okay, find out your
Yes, ma'am.
focus.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so focus ঠিক করে comment again. Okay, Mahinur.
yes, ma'am.
So that's an interesting topic, the art behind Jamdani, a story woven by hand. Okay. So exactly what do you want to talk about Jamdani? জামদানির তো অনেক সাইড আছে, যে এটার মার্কেট ভ্যালুটা কি, ফিনান্সিয়াল সাইড আছে, বিজনেস সাইড আছে। ওকে, দেশের দেশের একটা কালচারাল সাইড আছে, তো তুমি কোন সাইডগুলোর উপর ফোকাস করবে? ফাইন্ড আউট ইউর ফোকাস।
Okay, ma'am.
ওকে, মানে এখানে তুমি 3টা বা 4টা ফোকাস দিবে, ওকে, বেশি না।
Okay, ma'am.
অল রাইট, সো ইউ ক্যান ওয়ার্ক অন দিস। সাইফুল্লাহ,
Yes, ma'am.
ফিশিং অ্যাটাক। ওকে, সো হোয়াট ডু ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু ওয়ার্ক অন হিয়ার?
অ্যাকচুয়ালি হয় কিভাবে ফিশিং অ্যাটাক হয় বা আমরা কিভাবে এটা থেকে অ্যাভয়েড করতে পারি, এটা নিয়ে কাজ করব।
ওকে, সো এটা মানে টপিকটা তো খুব ছোট, মানে টাইটেলটা খুব ছোট হয়ে গেছে। ইটস আ টপিক, টার্ন ইট ইনটু আ প্রপার টাইটেল, ওকে, উইথ মোর ফোকাস অন ইট।
ওকে ম্যাম।
All right, Ridita, are you here? All right, Tawfiqul Islam.
Yes, ma'am.
So you talked about doom scrolling, the dark side of social media. That sounds interesting. So what is your focus here?
Ma'am, how we are addicted day by day with
Okay.
social media.
কিভাবে ম্যাম
Okay.
নিজের স্মৃতি নিজে নষ্ট করে দেই এই ফেসবুক চালাই চালাই।
Yeah, all right. So you can find out 3 to 5 points about the
Yes,
dark
ma'am.
sides of it and only focus on that. Okay, all
Yes, ma'am.
right. Rifat, are you here?
ইয়েস ম্যাম,
Tariq?
একটু লেটে জয়েন
Okay,
করছি বাট আছি।
yeah. Okay, why the education system needs a revolution? Okay, that's a good point. Coming up with something revolutionary. So you are going to work on the causes. So in that case,
ম্যাম আমি
you
খালি
can.
প্রবলেম গুলো বলবো এন্ড কোশ্চেন রাখবো যে এই জন্য দরকার।
ওকে, সো সেই ক্ষেত্রে তুমি ফোকাস করবে 3টা বা ম্যাক্সিমাম 5টা পয়েন্টের উপরে, ঠিক আছে?
জি ম্যাম।
ওকে, লেটস হিয়ার ফ্রম তারিকুর।
Yes, ma'am.
The importance of mental health awareness. Do you want to stick to this?
জি ম্যাম, পারবো।
Okay, so in that case, again, as you are talking about why is it important, so you can come up with 3 to 5 importance of it.
ঠিক আছে ম্যাম।
Okay. Let's see. Naimul Islam. Okay. Masud Parvez Sifat.
ম্যাম
Sifat, can you change Dhaka traffic? Traffic is mostly most talked about topic. So
ইয়েস ম্যাম।
maybe you can talk about the second one, as social media is already taken. So you can work on the second one, the human and economic cost of climate change in Bangladesh. So, but come up with fresh information. Okay, don't go for the typical information that we had. Come up with new information here.
ওকে ম্যাম,
All
আই
right.
উইল ওয়ার্ক অন দ্য সেকেন্ড ওয়ান।
Okay, all right. Farzana Roshid Muntaha,
Yes, ma'am.
why soft skills are so important in this era? Okay, that's a good topic, soft skills. So in that case, you focus again on 3 to 5 topics. I mean
Yes,
points.
ma'am. I'll put down some specific topics to talk about.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next one, Ashik, are you here?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, I'm here.
So ethical hacking, protecting the digital world. So exactly what do you want to focus here?
Ma'am, how to protect, ম্যাম, এথিক্যাল হ্যাকিং এর থ্রুতে হচ্ছে হলো বিভিন্ন অ্যাটাক করা হয় ম্যাম। ধরেন ব্যাংকে আমি একদিন একটা কেসে বলতেছিলাম যে বাংলাদেশ ব্যাংকের রিজার্ভ চুরি হয়েছে। সো কি কি টাইপের ইথিক্যাল হ্যাকিং, মানে কয়েক টাইপের ইথিক্যাল হ্যাকিং থাকে, ওগুলো নিয়ে আলোচনা করব। কিভাবে হচ্ছে হলো আপনার হচ্ছে অ্যাটাকগুলো করা যায় বা কি টুল দিয়ে অ্যাটাকগুলো করা হয়, এগুলো নিয়ে ডিসকাশন করব। মানে 4-5টা
Okay, but
মেজর
make sure,
থাকবে।
yeah, but make sure it's not too broad. Keep your focus narrowed down so that your audience can follow every information.
ওকে ম্যাম।
All right. Okay, next one, Rebecca, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
So, why students learn more from projects than the exam? Okay, that's an interesting topic, and I guess your audience can also connect to it. So, you are talking about the reasons. So, come up with 3 to 5 reasons and explain each of them properly.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, next, Tahia, are you here? Okay, so Tahia, it's an interesting topic, the psychology of first impressions. So, what do you want to focus here? Okay, she's here. All right, so as you are talking about first impressions, make sure you are selective in what you are talking about. Don't just give random information. Okay, Meghla, are you here?
Yes,
Zaf.
ma'am.
Okay, so Meghla, digital identity, the life we create online. So, what is your focus here?
Ma'am, we pretend like something we don't. মানে আমরা যেগুলো না সেটা নিয়ে আমরা প্রিটেন্ড করতে বেশি পছন্দ করি and show off mainly and some
Pretension. Okay.
other হচ্ছে specific topics about something uh, false information like them.
ওকে সো যেগুলো তুমি মেনশন করলে এরকম তিন চারটা পাঁচটা ইনফরমেশন মানে ফোকাস ডিসাইড করবে দেন গিভ প্রপার ইনফরমেশন মানে দিস টপিক ক্যান বি প্রেজেন্টেড ইন অ্যান ইন্টারেস্টিং ওয়ে এটা কিন্তু খুবই ইন্টারেস্টিং টপিক অ্যান্ড because that's what happens nowadays people fake their identity people show off a lot online so এইরকম আলাদা আলাদা পয়েন্ট দিয়ে ইন্টারেস্টিং এক্সাম্পলস তুমি চাইলে পিকচার অ্যাড করতে পারো so you can explain them clearly. Okay. Zafar Ahmed,
Yes, ma'am.
the dead internet theory. Are humans losing control of the internet? Okay. Do you want to work on it?
Yeah, ma'am, sure. If you want to, then
What's
I
your
will.
focus?
Focus, it will be যে আমরা এখন মানে ইন্টারনেটের যে আমরা কন্ট্রোলটা সেটা হারায় ফেলতেছি ইভেন আমাদের বটের যে এক্সপ্লোশন হচ্ছে এআই কন্টেন্ট যে এক্সপ্লোশন হচ্ছে এটা কিভাবে মিসলিডিং করতেছে এই ব্যাপারে আর কি
Okay. So come up with specific points, 3 to 5, and highlight on that.
ওকে ম্যাম
Okay. So Asma Sadi, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
So, impact of social media. Already we had a topic on social media. Mental health is already taken as well. So maybe you can work on number 3. How memories shape our identity. Can you work on
Yes,
this?
yes, ma'am. I'll work on the third.
Okay, so make sure that you come up with specific points here. Okay, and narrow down your topic further.
Okay.
Okay, Tanvir, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
How a human made algorithm, okay, talks like human. So do you want to talk about the process of it?
Yeah, ma'am. I thought about to talk about the process, but I just got to know that you have asked not to work on a process. So I can work on the AI in the future in I mean how philosophy of the future AI looks like, or I can work on the second point also.
Okay, so yeah, I don't have problem with AI. I mean, you can talk about the future of it. Process is very much, technical side of it. So you don't have to go for that much technical information in this presentation. You can work on the future of AI. Or second one is also very interesting. Free will, like from a philosophical perspective. So which one are you interested in then?
Um, Ma'am, both are I'm thinking of giving a philosophical perspective. So whatever you will ask, I'll present.
আমার এখানে চয়েস নেই মানে if whatever you are comfortable with.
Okay, ma'am.
Which
Then
one?
both are interesting. I'll go for the AI.
Okay, all right, so stick to AI. All
Okay.
right, so those who have submitted the topic, is there anyone who didn't submit the topic yet?
জি ম্যাম এর নিচে আমি দিছি তো রিফ্রেশ করলে হয়তো আসবে
আমি
আচ্ছা
করি নাই এখনো।
আচ্ছা,
আমাদেরও করা এখনো করা
those
হয়নি।
who have not submitted the topic, make sure you submit your topic so that I can, choose your topic. All right, so everyone, we are almost towards the end of our today's class. After today we are going to meet again after our Eid vacation, right? So
ম্যাম
as those who got the confirmation, you start working on the topic. Okay, and some of you, those who missed the attendance, can you tell me your ID?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
one
350.
One? Okay, Sadia Alam, your ID is locked, so I cannot put your attendance here.
ম্যাম
Comment
জিরো
in
এইট
the comment in, yeah. So okay, Ashik, your one is given. Okay,
Ma'am,
Sadia, so
350,
থ্যাংক ইউ
ma'am.
ম্যাম
Tawfiqul Islam.
ID?
350, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, 350. Anybody
Ma'am,
else?
030. Obaid Firdaus.
030.
Ma'am, 28. Safar Ahmed.
23.
28. 8.
28. Okay. Anybody else?
ma'am,
Ma'am,
one
I want the ID and name WhatsApp.
হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে তোমার আইডিটা দিয়ে রাখো, আইডি আর নামটা দিয়ে রাখো that you have attended today's class. And if you are not on WhatsApp group, then where is our CR? Add her. Anybody else who missed it?
ম্যাম আমি টপিক সাবমিট করছি অনেকক্ষণ আগে।
আচ্ছা, ওকে। আমাকে তাহলে তুমি একটা হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে পার্সোনাল মেসেজ দিও, ওকে? I will give my confirmation. As you know, our class time is over. We are going to move on to another class.